Ladies and gentlemen, it's Thursday night. I'm your host with the most, Dixie Dave, along with this weirdo, Schmucker Crossen.
Dave, I thought we had a conversation about that. You're not to say Schmucker Crossen. That's not your line. Be original. That is not your line.
You know, it sounds so good. It sounds so good. I'm sorry, Ricky, I had to borrow it.
Borrowing it. That love affair you two have going. And I am the five-time
loser,
NWF World Champion. I am former 3-time World Tag Team Champion as well, among other titles. I don't have to go through all that. If I went through all the titles, they would be here for an extra 15 minutes just on that. But, you know. But yeah, we're live. And he says he's what? The host with the most bullshit. But that's saying.
Well, I learned from you, so.
And we are off and running. We've got the first half, Dave, of the summer Sizzler. Now, this was a Sizzler, all right. This was our least attended Armory event. 50-some fans.
Well, you know, I always have said I was unavailable to be booked. I was traveling in Florida. So the show was a flop.
Yeah. There's reasons. For those who watched the documentary and have read the book, you know why this event had 50 people. So yeah, there's that. I want to point out a couple things, Dave. First and foremost, I want to welcome Thomas Irish. He joined our YouTube. He became one of our members in our YouTube channel. He joined the championship club. So welcome, Thomas Irish. Our Irish, in honor of our Irish friends in Ireland, and our world champion. Yeah, I guess we can say that. The loudmouth canary kid himself. Yeah. So now, welcome to the club. For those who've never joined the memberships on our channel, you really should join our memberships because that's where you can see what we're going to watch today in full high definition as championship.
And you can watch the whole thing.
And you can watch the whole thing without Dave and I talking over it. All that good stuff.
The migraine that is Crusher.
Plus, not only that, now I also want to say this. So I want to welcome him. And I'll get back to comments because I'm going to get to yours in a minute. But I do want to point a few things out. For those of you watching on Instagram, our Instagram viewers, we are live on Instagram for 60 minutes at least. But I cannot see your comments on Instagram. And Dave can't either. So in order to see your comments, we need you to come over to youtube.com, NWF Wrestling Live. If you go to that link right there, if you just type youtube.com/NWF Wrestling/live. Dave, what do they got to do when they get here?
When you get here, you like, subscribe, and you click the bell.
And click that bell. And if you really like it, after a while, become a member. That helps us out big time. So there's always that. Yeah, so that's pretty cool stuff, but that's where you want to go. And another thing, Dave, we just launched it actually yesterday, I believe. And that is check out our all new products page now at nwfshop.com. Your one place shop to get t-shirts, DVDs, the book, everything. No longer have to go through eBay or Etsy or any of that stuff like we used to do. With all those different links all over the place. It's one place, one shop. And remember, when you buy Canary Kid shirts or John McCann shirts, you're going to support those guys. So they appreciate
what
that.
About them supporting us?
Well, they buy our NWF shirts. Of course, that supports us and all the expense that's involved with this live stream. And there's a lot of expense. There's a lot of spending, Dave, that goes on behind the scenes, as you know.
Oh, yeah.
But you know what? It's fun. We enjoy it. And I enjoy
updated equipment, our subscriptions for streaming.
All of that, yeah. It's a lot of work.
Your equipment to upgrade everything from VHS quality to DVD Blu-ray quality.
Oh, yeah. Big expense there. But so NWFshop.com, that all supports us there when you buy that merchandise. And, there's new Canary Kid t-shirts in there now. And I updated the 5-time championship shirt. No, not my 5-time championship, but I updated my 5-time shirt. Instead, it used to say Crusher Crossen at the top. Now it says Crusher versus Canary. Yes, it should, since I'm kicking him in the face. I figured it should say Crusher versus Canary. It makes more sense. Just saying. So, and I don't see you. And look at that. Dave doesn't argue with me on that. I like that. Yes.
Well, it's sometimes it's irritating arguing with a senile old man.
The senile old man. All right. Now, I got a couple comments here to get to, Dave, and then we'll start the show. Let's see. Let's get to Gizmo. He had a question or a comment. He goes, come on, Dave. How can you turn on your mentor and friend for the past 40 years, all to align with the 16-year-old young buck? As I'd like to say, young punk. Let's replace buck with punk. Yeah, Dave. Why?
It's not turning on anybody. I just recognize the up-and-coming greatness that is Canary Kid.
What about the up-and-coming greatness that was Crusher Crossen?
You mean the career of Crusher Crossen that's going down the drain?
Oh, Dave, I'm getting in the best shape of my life. I am going to continue to get in the best shape of my life because I'm going to become 6-time NWF champ, maybe. You never know. So there could be that.
Wonk, wonk, wonk. You're gonna pull Goldberg. You're gonna try and get in the ring.
No.
Last great world title.
No, Dave, you know me.
You're gonna be counting lights.
Dave, you know me. Do I do anything half-ass? Hell no. If I go back in that ring, it's gonna be appropriately. You know that. Everybody knows that.
I'm just saying. Here we just had this last weekend. Goldberg got back in the ring at 58 years old and was a mockery of his former self.
Yeah. Well, he's not the same. But here's some more comments, though. Now, here's one. I've not seen Broken Record Art 95, but he says, do you ever think that you would do a full collection review of all the belts? I mean, the belts behind me, all these NWF belts. That would be kind of cool, Dave, on a show sometime to do that. What do you think? There's all these titles have a story behind them.
Right.
So, yeah, I mean, that would be kind of and then we could do it, kind of show you up close so you can see a little bit better of what they look like. Yeah. Most of those belts back there were designed by Steve Engstrom, who was, of course, the adult that didn't belong. I always refer to him that way, but at the same time, he was awesome in the ring. He was excellent. I learned a lot of things from him. But he was also a conniver.
Right.
And Dave can attest to that.
I've said it before and I'll say it again. I'm just speaking on my opinion. Nobody else's. But I think when we had Steve on the show and he gave his heartfelt apology.
I'm only laughing at the way you're bringing it up.
I call bullshit on heartfelt apology. I think it was just a ploy to try and last grasp at glory and try and get himself in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, we had our final Hall of Fame, and he wanted, I think, to be a part of it, maybe. But, what it is what it is. And guys, I want to remind you again, I need to just keep doing this, Dave, because otherwise they don't know. If you're on Instagram, if you're watching on Instagram right now, you need to switch over to youtube.com, NWF Wrestling /live. Come over here because the stream on Instagram is going to end in about 45 minutes, and we're going to keep going.
Yep. You missed back and forth between Flusher and I,
and plus we can't see their comments, Dave, over there.
Well, I can't see the comments because you got me blocked from watching comments.
No, I turned comments off because you got way too distracted last time with Canary Kid. That way you can then react appropriately when I bring them in as it should be. Because you just got too what's the word? Distracted. That's what it was. Distracted.
I wasn't distracted. I just enjoyed reading the comments and prepare myself for when you bring them in.
I'll give you extra time when I bring the comments in. We'll just say that. And then
you see, Canary, he's trying to block it. So if you comment,
am I censoring? Am I censoring?
I thought here in America we had the freedom of speech.
I'm not censoring. How dare you say that?
Well, I mean, facts are facts.
And then one other comment, and then we'll get the show started, Dave. Sky Sports, Dave, at least you picked Ricky to back up. It could be worse. You could have backed the other host who was filling in for Ricky. He's talking about John McCann. I don't think Sky Sports Video News is a fan of John McCann.
I'm thinking he is not,
Yeah.
I got to back the horse that reignited the NWF fire.
John is going to be back with me again in a week from tomorrow. He'll be on again, and he assured me he'll be on this time. So he'll be for one more show at least until Ricky gets back to Ireland, and then Canary.
Thank goodness when Ricky comes back in 3 weeks.
Dave, and I know you so wish that Ricky would come on here and join you on a live rewind so that you can have, because you can't compete with Crusher Crossen verbally. You know it. So what you need is the punk kid to come on here with you so that you can tag team against me. But you know what? The kid's a coward. He's a schmuck. He'll never, ever come on here on Rewind because he knows better. He knows he can't. He can barely handle himself as it is with me on Forward, and he's not sure as heck not going to come on here. So nice try, Dave, trying to get him to come on, but it's not going to work. He's a coward.
Well, I don't feel he's a coward. It's the greatness that it would exhume off the screen would overwhelm our fans.
And Damien says, John seems like angry all the time. Well, he's a bitter heel right now. I know John definitely wants to get a piece of Crusher Crossen. He wants to see me in the ring, but then Ricky also shouts his mouth off as well. Trying to entice me by saying I'm going after silver instead of gold, trying to make it sound like I should be going after Canary. It's his indirect way of trying to tempt me to get him. Between both of these guys, they don't know what they're messing with Crusher Crossen. I'm just saying, you don't want to tangle with somebody like me. So I don't know. I don't know if that's smart of those guys. Now, then again, when you're from Ireland, I don't know if it takes a whole lot of brains over there. I don't want to insult the fans that cheered Crusher Crossen, but come on. I don't know. I don't know what to say to that. When they make these ridiculous accusations about me, what can you say?
Well, the only thing I'll say to John and Ricky is be careful. Remember, Crusher's a senile old man. You never know what he's capable of.
If I've dislocated jaws, who the hell knows what I'll do to them too?
Look at your idol, Vern Gagne.
My idol?
He killed a guy in a nursing home.
He did. That's actually a fact. I know. That's just it. I don't know my own strength. What will I do to these two? Now they just have to. They better pipe down, is what they better do. I don't know. We'll see what John says next week on Forward to Friday. Everybody, we'll see what he has to say.
Of course, they are younger. They are faster. Crusher could wind up in a nursing home or a hospital.
Yeah.
That heart could give out in the middle of the ring.
Look, guys, I am getting in the best shape of my life. I do daily routines. I am. Let me just say this: if I go back into the ring, it will be presentable. It will be. It ain't gonna be just some old timer doing it again just for the hell of it. So I can assure you that. So, and he can sit there, and I'm so sick and tired of hearing him calling me the old man and this, that, and the other. I'll tell you right now, Canary Kid better watch his mouth. That's just a fact. And John, if he keeps shouting his mouth off, both of these guys, they better watch their backs, because I'm telling you right now, you don't want to see me angry. And look at Dave. He's speechless. He's speechless. Well, guys, we should start the show. We've already been going now for 20 minutes. But before I do, I'm going to say one more. This is going to be my final reminder that I'm not going to say it for a while. But Instagram viewers, switch over to YouTube because we can't see your comments over there. And we can't, the stream's going to end over there in about 40 minutes. So you want to come into youtube.com, NWF Wrestling, and join us live over here. Then we can see your comments and everything else. So that's what you need to do. All right. So let's get the show started then, Dave. And we'll get this watch along going and we'll keep chatting away.
Yep.
All right. Let me know if the audio is good, guys. I'm assuming it will be. If there's any audio issues, always let me know in chat like you guys always do.
Aside from you might be brought way, way, way down to like level 1.
What was that, Dave?
Aside from you might be brought down to like level 1.
I'm having a hard time hearing you.
What?
Maybe you just need to move closer to the thing. Since you're not on a headset. So yeah, this is the second Anoka Armory event, first match. One of your favorites, Dave, Sergeant Smash. Against Rattlesnake Jake. And Rattlesnake Jake being played by Dr. Destruction, Chad Rancourt on this one.
Yep, because we have walking in the ring announcement.
And guys, this is the first watch-along I think we're watching here that has been fully restored with Project Starlight. So this will be really decent quality. Decent quality restoration now. Sports Talk 117 says, Crusher built his league when he was 12 to 14. He got his own TV show and several Army matches.
How do you feel?
What did
about this
your
match?
boy Ricky do at 12 to 14?
All I know is because of the Sheik, this man's
Dave?
leaving the ring in a body
He
bag.
was probably getting ready to train.
Well, he was training for wrestling, that's for sure. And he had a good training at that. Nathan was a good trainer for him and everything. But he wasn't running a league. He wasn't doing Armory shows. He wasn't, there's that. And that's what Sports Talk is saying. So, I get it. I get where you're going there, Sports Talk.
This is none other than Rattlesnake Jake.
And then Gizmo says audio is good. Maybe you should turn Dave's mic all the way down. Yeah.
Come on, what's with the hate, Giz?
Well, the hate is because they don't like you being hateful.
I'm CJ
And they're
Fredler.
speaking out on it.
Well, I'm not being hateful, I'm being honest.
And they lock up.
They're speaking out on it. I don't blame them.
Oh,
Yeah, so one of your favorites, Dave, Sergeant Smash. Didn't make the Hall of Fame. What do you say about that?
ooh.
Well, when you
Smash
mock
with
the
a couple-
voting process and,
Oh, and a pile driver.
You did.
when you say everything's a joke, you become the joke yourself.
Ooh, and the turn.
Dixie Dave, ladies and
Yes.
gentlemen, he tells it like it is.
Smashing the
Um,
turnbuckle.
Oh,
And down goes Sergeant
so
Smash.
Rattlesnake Jake should be Jason Clausen, but Jason,
He picked
I didn't
him
know
up.
it at the time, but his mom said,
And
you're
it's
not
a-
wrestling anymore. So Jason didn't have the heart to tell me.
That's a big body
Jason would
slam.
always have excuses as to why he couldn't wrestle because he didn't want to tell me the truth.
Oh, and a knee drop now.
So we had to put Dr. Destruction in this mask and call him Rattlesnake Jake. Now,
Picks him up.
Chad Rancourt, Dr. Destruction, he was a good wrestler. He was actually good at amateur wrestling abilities and stuff. But he's in there with, I'm sorry, Sergeant Smash, but Chris Hansen, who was not the best. And so your match is going to be what it is.
Right.
Smash wasn't the worst, but he was on the low end, right, Dave?
You said it, I
Oh,
did.
it's a clothesline. Rattlesnake Jake will do anything to
Um,
win his matches. You have seen him cheat before.
Let's see, Sports Video says, Crusher, what is the age of the two wrestlers in the ring at the time of this match? Okay, so Chris Hansen,
Probably
He
about
was-
12 or 13.
I was going to say 13, maybe
Oh, and a
14,
knee.
and Chad as well. Chad was around 14 as well. I think they're about the same age.
Oh.
I'm going to say 14 for both of them. I think they were 2 years younger than me,
Absolutely vicious young man.
Just pulls him up by his
and I was
hair.
16, so.
On the bad side of Rattlesnake Jake, really would.
Oh,
But yeah, this Project Starlight restoration, boy, it sure looks sharp now, huh, Dave?
he's going
Oh,
for
yeah.
a pile driver.
I mean, you can tell the difference.
Can't get him.
I mean,
He got
these
the
Armory
goal!
shows are some of the hardest
A
things
pile
to
driver to the
to
smash.
restore,
Cool.
just because of the quality and the lighting and everything.
Uh-oh, he's getting up on the second rope.
And it really kind of cleaned up
Oh, no,
nice.
at home.
You know, what I'd like to think is,
Jake allowed that to happen to himself.
you know, this
He's,
actually
he's
makes
got
our
more
lighting look
experience
halfway decent.
than that, and you know, I didn't think he'd.
Yeah, I mean, now granted, the sunlight's coming through the windows and stuff. It'll get darker a little bit as the night goes on,
Now
but
smash.
not horribly,
That
not a whole
rattlesnake.
lot darker.
Ooh, and
I wish it would have been smart just to leave half the house lights on. That would have lit it up nice, like we did on the final Armory card.
oh, throws him
Right.
outside the ring.
Smash outside
looked
the
a lot
ring,
better.
hard concrete floor. I don't know
Flash
if you
was
can see.
definitely not the best
And out of
bumper.
the- like I
No,
said,
no, he wasn't.
He's not afraid to do anything. Oh, into the ring table. Man, Smash does not know.
A
where
little
he is.
outside action
Yes,
going on
he
here.
does, and he
Ooh,
throws
and he throws him into the ring.
Rattlesnake Jake. No, I think Jake's just biding his time. I really do.
But you know what? We gave an opportunity to Chris Hansen to be a part of it at the time, and he enjoyed it for that
Oh, yeah.
time. Even though he has weird thoughts today, he really did enjoy it
Right
back
to
in the
the
day.
knee.
No,
Oh, yeah.
a lot of people don't know
Like the
that,
rest
but
of
it goes
us.
along
Well,
with
everybody
you
who
know,
was
behind the
involved
scenes in a lot
enjoyed
of these
it.
Rattlesnake Jake
Yeah.
is happy
Had a
with his
blast.
knees, you know, and only the wrestlers know that. And Smash is trying to use that to his advantage.
Um,
And I didn't see what happened.
you know, and if you're going to be
Jake's
sour
like,
grapes
Smash
today
is
about
great.
things, about not getting the Hall of Fame and stuff, I can't help you there. Look, it's fan voting.
Nice.
Yeah, I mean,
Oh, there was a victory roll. Referee was out of position.
a
Now,
little
if I were,
piece of advice
Rattlesnake
to
Jake,
you,
I'd be
Chris,
getting a little
is
ticked
we
off
know
at
that
the
you
referee at
watch
this point,
these.
because, and he is, as you can see.
All our fans joke we're not going to vote for him.
No, you're not going to get a whole lot of support.
You
And
know,
don't and then you know the idea to be expected to just be put into the Hall of Fame is kind of silly when you know the way I feel about that. I don't want to I want fans to decide that kind of stuff.
Right.
That's not always a bad
Not
idea.
me.
If it keeps you in the match,
And,
that's fine. That's something you have to do.
you know, I'm going to be honest. I know one thing that's going to burn till the end of
Rattlesnake
time.
seems to be taking the more of it.
He so badly wanted to be in the Hall of Fame,
Oh, ouch.
and who was the last
Nice
person
to
inducted
put
into
Panda.
the
Is he-
Hall
what's
of
he
Fame?
trying to do?
He lifts him up.
And that person, I believe, said, "You'll never get in."
Ooh, a backbreaker.
Backbreaker.
That
I
hurt.
believe, didn't he?
Uh-oh.
Yep.
Getting up to
This is
the...
a dangerous move. You can pull it
Guys,
off.
are you saying the
I think
audio is
Jake's
good though?
fighting-
You can hear Dave and I talking okay, and the audio is not too loud of the show that we're watching. That's the part I want to make sure the
He's 3
balance
feet
is
ahead
right,
of
that you
him.
can hear us.
Oh,
So just want to clarify that.
Another one, now he's kicking.
Sports Sky Sports says the video quality looks great. I can see how the shadows mess with the color a little bit. I think you need a front-facing light. Yeah, it's just dark. It just was too dark lit, you know.
They're sitting there trading kicks.
Is the thing, and
He's trying to take off the mask.
but yeah, the quality is much better now. I could try to brighten this up a little bit more when I restore it, but if I do it, it'll also get washed out more as well. So I don't like doing that.
Smash rolling.
So I try to keep us like a nice even balance. I think this is a good balance right here. Like we can make out, you can see everything.
You can even
Smash
see from
coming
the
over
crowd.
to-
Yeah. And Damien does say the audio is great, so that's good.
No, wait a minute. Here comes
Yeah, this match is a little rough.
The rattlesnake. Oh!
Like I said, Chad was great. If you put Chad in with somebody who knows how to do a match, you're gonna have an awesome match. I
Right.
had some really good matches with Chad.
Well, I
Send
mean,
into the corner.
I'm not the greatest
Oh!
worker, but I'm sure Chad and I could have had a good
This
match,
could be the beginning
Yep.
of the end.
or at least
I mean-
have an acceptable match.
I mean, Chad was.
Right
Yeah.
on that face.
It's funny. I don't have any matches on video with Chad, but we'd worked a lot of matches in training. I did a lot of training matches with him.
Throws him outside of the ring.
Chad was a good. He was very good. What I remember. You know, Chad passed away. Dave. Chad ran Product
Yeah.
Construction. Passed away a couple years, 2-3 years ago now.
Yep.
So he's a good guy.
Smash turns his back on the snake, and that's not exactly
And
the
he
smartest
was
thing to do.
he was very good hand in the ring back in these days. You know, like I said, you just have to know how to work with them.
Right.
Now, the snake,
Now remember, the ring, we're still just getting used to this. We just got this professional ring this month for this card here.
the mat.
So this is like our second time using it.
Hitting him again, I think.
Guy's still kind of getting used to the
Rattlesnake
ring.
Jake is about ready to fall
You
off
know,
here.
one thing I'll say,
Wait a
you know,
minute,
you
now,
get,
into the ropes.
Smash into the ropes.
you can be the best worker in the world,
I don't know why he can't keep this
but
match
if
in
you
the
got
ring. I
somebody
don't like
that's
it
not
at all.
willing to do
Now,
stuff
wait
with
a
you,
minute, way in the back. I don't know.
you're not gonna have a good match. I mean, you look at the
Oh
Undertaker.
boy.
Yeah.
And a big,
You know,
he
30-year
threw him into the
career.
lockers in the back of the Armory here. I don't know.
Not
if
very many bad matches.
And
Every
wait
time
a
it
minute,
was a
what's
bad
this?
match,
Ring post?
because he was working with somebody who
Smash it now.
didn't want to work.
Right, and you know, get off. He just pushed Chris Barker right off his chair and took his chair. Out of all the empty chairs in this place, he had to pick one that Chris was on.
Well, you know, there's nothing behind that match. You know, he's trying to get heat.
Oh, guys,
Yeah.
what's he gonna do? Oh, clothesline.
Clothesline him with the steel chair. That's a disqualification, Rattlesnake Jake.
Why not pick up somebody out of its seat?
This is back in the days when you pulled something like that, you got disqualified. Unlike today.
Oh my gosh, Smash actually won a match.
It's not over yet.
By
Dr.
DQ.
Destruction is, or Rattlesnake Jake is obviously not finished beating up on Sergeant Smash. And now we're going to go with an interview. with,
Smash selling it well.
Rattlesnake Jake.
Yep.
Look at the fans cheering Rattlesnake Jake. That's not supposed to happen.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, the winner of that match by disqualification, Sergeant Smash. And coming.
Do we have just over 50 people in attendance?
Next time, the next one's gonna get worse than that one. Stick it, Smash.
You know, 50 people's not bad, Dave, for an indie show, honestly.
No.
I mean, if you think about it,
All
back
right, ladies and
in the
gentlemen,
day.
Eddie would have
he's
loved
able
50
to-
people.
But it was our least, that was our worst attended event
with
out of all
Sergeant
the events we did.
Smash, the winner of this match.
You know, the card before this, we had 300 plus. The card after this was sold out with over 450.
Yep.
This one had 50. And if you want to know why, you need to get the book or the documentary where we tell the story of why that happened on NWFshop.com. You can get them right there.
Yep.
And if you want to watch the documentary, you don't want to wait to have it shipped to you, you can go to Prime Video and rent it. I think it's like $2. It's real cheap to rent it down there.
Purple slime.
Smash wasn't a good promo guy either, was he, Dave?
Okay,
Nope.
ladies and gentlemen, a very disturbed Sergeant Smash exits the ring area.
You know, between
Oh.
Smash and Terry Block, I'd
For
rather
our next match,
watch
Oh,
Terry.
Terry Black. I love him to death, but he was horrible at the
a
mic.
title
Just horrible.
defense by, I believe, the Rough Riders.
Excellent in the ring, though,
Yep.
but just horrible on the mic. He couldn't do it. He got way too nervous. He got like a deer in the headlights. You get like when the camera was on, it would just be a nervous Nelly. Voice would be shaking and everything.
And ladies and gentlemen,
Quite the
we
character.
have coming into the ring first with a combined weight.
All right, now we're going to the Super Ds, everybody.
20 pounds, the lightweight tag team combination. No, ladies and gentlemen, I believe we have coming in first at 133 pounds from Madison, Wisconsin, the Super Ds.
Very popular young men here, guys.
Oh, yeah. First team to be inducted into the Hall of Fame.
Yep, first tag team to be inducted in the Hall of Fame. This originally was Rock and Roll is King, but that song got replaced because it was copyrighted.
Okay, the Super D's coming down to ringside. Very popular young man here with the crowd at the Anoka Armory.
Even with the low crowd, they got cheered. You hear that, Dave?
And
Yep.
now the Super D's handing out teddy bears, it looks like.
They had teddy bears. They handed out to some of the. There were some young girls in the crowd, and they handed them to them.
And
Todd and Troy trying to step up to the fans.
Yep. Of course, the Super D's, Todd and Trey Dozowski, went on to become professional football players, as our European friends say. In America, we call it soccer.
Yep.
They were very good soccer players. I mean, they played professionally. They're damn good. And they were pretty good in the ring, too, Dave.
Oh, yeah.
You know, for two 10-year-olds. I mean, shit.
Well, you know, they started out as jobbers for the league, and they paid their dues. And
They paid their dues, and now they're pretty good. And they're going against Tough Tony and his new partner, taking place of Bernie Prescott, who went AWOL on us.
yeah,
I think that's Troy Sufka playing this Russian guy, Dave.
yep.
And that's Tony Levitt, Tough Tony, his last appearance in the NWF on this show.
Match ready to start.
Not sure why. This was the last time we seen Tough Tony. I can't remember what they're
You know,
going
we
to
got
do.
to get Tough Tony back on here.
Tag team championship on
You
the
know,
line.
we were supposed to have him on when we
They
took
go into the
our
ropes.
little hiatus.
And now these two have been
Yeah.
feuding for a long time. These two teams.
We got
here's
to
a-
bring him back, and maybe that's a question that
I gotta go back.
Sports Talk is
Ladies
asking,
and gentlemen, to take over the commentary.
there seems to be a number of girls in the audience. Were any of these young women the girlfriends of any of the wrestlers? If I remember correctly, Troy Dazowski, when he was on with us, Dave, said when they handed out the teddy bears in this match,
yeah.
ended up getting the phone number, or one of them got the phone numbers, and they started calling each other. Very first kind of girlfriend situation for him, I think.
Yeah.
Isn't that interesting? I remember him telling us that when we had him on as a guest. Kind of funny.
Tag off with Super D2 working his way up to second row.
I mean,
Oh, and he
Yeah, Todd and
hits
Troy were
him.
pretty well liked. I mean, they were two identical blonde-haired twins. How can you not like them, huh?
They're wearing their
Yep.
shoes in the
I always
ring.
say that, but it's the truth.
Come on, atomic drop.
Um,
Oh, and Tough Tony.
and they were pretty good. And the thing with Todd and Troy, these two blonde-haired kids, they were tough as nails, and they were fearless. I always say they were fearless, Dave. They were not afraid.
Some type of
No.
elaborate scheme.
They
he's
were
got
not
there.
afraid of
Takes off
bumping. They
with
were not
Super
afraid of
D1.
getting thrown out of the
What
ring.
is
Any of
this?
that.
Oh,
They
no,
did
I
it
know
all.
what this is. Oh, a double.
Yeah, pretty good. Pretty good with that
Drop
double
kick.
drop kick as well.
Oh, and I'm here commentating with CG Prigler. 2 count, ladies and
Yeah, they
gentlemen.
were
we'd like to
really
remind you
good.
this
And
is for the NWF lightweight.
just think how good they would have got if we would have kept the league going and they would have grew into it and got into the older and kept doing it.
Just
Man, they would have
short
been
of 8
really
into
good.
the turnbuckle.
You know.
Yep.
What's he gonna do? The ref isn't there. 2 count. Oh, come on. You could have had
And for those of you on Instagram, remember, switch over to YouTube. Come over to youtube.com/NWF Wrestling.
Oh, no.
Join us over here because we cannot see your comments over there on Instagram.
We
And
got a closed fist from
this is where you want to be. You
nasty
want to be on our
Russian
YouTube
character.
channel where we
Super
can see your
D1 trying to
comments. And you
tag
can
off with
interact
Super
with us
D2
as we
there.
are live.
Super
right
D1
now.
with some type
That's
of
one thing about our
serious
show
pain.
versus a lot of other streaming.
And Super D1
Programs.
tags with Super D2.
We are
Oh, it's
live.
Ooh.
We acknowledge
Who
our
is this new
viewers.
character that Tough Tony
We
has?
appreciate but do not require super
Ladies
chat.
and gentlemen, CG Prigler taking over for commentating.
Yes.
You
Yeah.
know,
I don't
you
know
don't
who these
require
guys
super
are.
chat. Acknowledge your
This new guy
comment.
is. The Super D
Well, I pretty much bring in every comment.
seems to be
Yep.
dominating it. Take off.
But you know,
There's
super
lots of
chats are
tags
nice. I
between
mean,
these two Super Ds. Throws him off the ropes. Oh, and a
Ooh, a
clothesline.
clothesline.
you know, I'm actually shocked
Trying
that
to take
the double drop kick didn't do the trick
Getting
this
up on the
time.
ropes.
Well, yeah, I mean,
Ooh, and an elbow drop.
that's one thing we
See,
could have been a
lots
little
of
better at. They were 10 years old,
stuff
but they
off
weren't.
the ropes.
They didn't necessarily have the match chemistry down as far as when to do stuff.
Right.
Ooh, and then
So,
a knee drop.
double drop kick probably happened a little bit early.
And
But that wasn't their finisher. Their finisher was a clothesline. The one Super D throws him against the ropes. The other one comes off the top rope or the second rope with the clothesline.
Yeah.
Tough Tony.
We'll see that, I believe, in the end of this match. His head kept going in after he let go.
Shaking
Fans
up.
kind of laughing at that.
Very popular
Of course,
here
now
in the
this is where I tell the story many times of Rick Pitts was drunk off his ass.
Come on, ref. He's got him against the rules.
So the
What's he
referee
doing
was
here?
drunk as a skunk.
This
Yep.
And Rough
And
Ryan.
he screws up this match, everybody. He does a false 3 count way too early, and we had to reverse
tell you,
it.
these Super Ds are
So this
traps.
match gets screwed up, and this was the first sign that I knew something was
Oh,
wrong
what's he
with
doing?
Rick.
Super D2 there with this other Russian character. Mr. No Name,
So
whatever his name is.
it's kind of an issue, really.
Well,
He makes him take out to Tough Tony.
we thought we'd be responsible and get an adult in the ring, and
And it's a throw under the turnbuckle.
it bit us.
Take off. Oh no one home.
But see, I mean, they go up the top rope, second rope. They do it all, Super D's. I mean, they were literally fearless.
Trying to interfere.
Right.
And
Come on, ladies and gentlemen.
Gadget
we see
Gizmo
here-
says, I was looking at all the
we
views
see
on
here
your
Tough
videos.
Tony.
It seems like the Super D's seem to get the
Drop
most
kick,
views.
and
They are
Super
very
D2 is
entertaining.
down
Yep.
on the mat.
Yeah, they get lots of views.
Elbow smash. Super D2.
That's for sure.
Serious pain.
People like watching the
You can
Super
see
D's.
there,
Even
he's
back
almost
in the
out
day, though, they
cold.
really every time they come out, they got a
Oh, come
huge
on,
pop.
double
Every
oh,
time
and he misses.
on
Nearly
these
just
Armory
short,
shows.
nicking him
Yep.
in the head. I guess they did.
Well,
catch
I
him.
mean,
From my
Hall of
viewpoint,
Fame
it's
voting
very
says
hard
it all.
to
These were
distinguish.
the first tag team ever inducted into the Hall of Fame, and
Yeah, it was close. I mean, the Barbarians were up
Okay,
there
and
with them,
Super
but the
D2
Super
out of
D's
the
out
ring.
got the more votes for the first year.
And Super D2 demanding
But
then the
that
Bar-
refs start the recount.
Barbarians
Oh, Super
rebounded.
D2's back in.
Yeah, then the
hammering on
Barbarians
Tough
went in,
Tony.
obviously, the next year.
What did they do? Oh.
Taking a breather is not a bad idea. It gave Super D number 2
Um,
a chance to gather his wits back together, and he's taking.
But yeah, just think, lightweight tag team wrestlers, and they were the first tag team to go into our Hall
I
of
see
Fame.
what you mean, because sometimes
Yep.
these wrestlers
Pretty-
get
pretty
so
cool.
involved they have no idea where they are.
Yeah, that's what we were saying. The sports video says
Seeming
your
we
referee
know-
seems to be a little buzzed in the ring. Is he just reacting very slowly? No, he was drunk. This is the time. Remember, I told you Rick Pitts was drunk off his ass, and I had to have a talk with him. This is the show. He was smashed.
This is that referee.
Yeah, he was smashed, and the alcohol, I could smell it on him. And I'm like, here I am, a 16-year-old kid running the show, and I had to have a conversation with this guy in the ring right now, refereeing. You know, it seems awkward. I'm 16 years old. He's twice my age probably, and I'm having to tell him, you can't be drunk doing this. You got to sober up. And we can't have you doing this. Don't ever show up like this again. I mean,
ladies and
awkward
gentlemen,
conversation, but I had to have
After
it.
that 3 count, I think we have new lightweight champions.
See,
We
that
do.
was
We have new
wrong.
lightweight
He
champions,
was not
ladies
supposed to
and
be a
gentlemen.
3 count there. He was so drunk, he screwed up the count. So I send the other referee out to reverse it, because that's the way it's supposed to go. He's so drunk, Dave. Dave, he's so drunk. No count.
I can't believe it.
Look, I had to. That was not the finish. Probably should have went with it, but
I cannot believe it.
so the guys, all the guys know what to do here because they knew that
Second
wasn't supposed to
referee
happen
talking
right
to him
away.
now. So that first
What I
one-
should have done was have the second referee come in and
apparently
take
referee's gonna
over.
come out of it, a tag.
yeah.
I'm taking now the referee.
But then after
Taking
this
care of
match, I
Ryan. No,
pulled
wait a minute,
to
look
the
at this
side and I
ref,
said,
Ryan
Rick, and then I
coming in
could
and,
smell the alcohol, and I'm like, oh,
Yeah,
Rick, have you been
beginning
drinking?
becomes
He's like,
3-on-2 on
yeah,
both
yeah. I
sides.
said, Rick, you
It's coming
cannot
to-
show up like this drunk.
Beginning
You
to get out
can't.
of
It ain't
control
gonna work.
here.
You're screwing up finishes.
Everyone for sure thought
I said,
Super D's had it.
go sober up, and we'll see how you are, and we'll see if you can maybe do some more. Well, we tried to have him do some more, and he still was hammered. And
And
He screwed up the
apparently that
finish in our-
referee's
my
count
Broadway,
was a little
too.
Too fast for
Yep.
everybody's
Get a false
taste,
count.
even his own.
he literally goes 1, 2,
Like it might
3,
have been a
1, 2, 3,
finishing
like
maneuver,
a
but,
fast count, like
Super D
a,
number
I've
one
never
missed
seen a
with
fast count
a
that
big
fast.
elbow smash from Tough Tony.
And we had to
I
change.
don't
Had to
know
have him
about
change
you,
that
Jason
too.
and CJ, but I thought we had new lightweight champions of the world.
I did.
Yes, I certainly did. But
But I'll tell you this much: Rick didn't show up drunk like this again.
When he ducks a clothesline,
I mean, he wasn't alcoholic, as you know, Dave. He lived in the apartment.
Oh, yeah.
still goes underway.
Very good match, but it looks
But
like
he
the
didn't
Super
show up
D's
this
have the
smashed ever
advantage
again.
here.
No, several times in the past.
mean,
the
got
Rough
the
Riders
message
have
from
won
me.
matches on the interference of the Sheik.
But I'm just saying, it was
Ryan
awkward.
has
I'm
learned
16 years
something.
old
Here it
running the
comes. It
show,
could be- it is the
and I got to have
double drop
conversations
kick.
with adults
The double
like
drop
this.
kick is among the best in wrestling.
Yeah.
Kind of awkward in a way, if you
And
think
a kick
about it.
out.
You had to have a talk
Well,
with
I
an
thought
adult
we
about
had
being
a
an adult and being responsible.
But it was not a
Right,
fast count
about being
this time.
responsible. And here I'm
Looks
16
like
years
from this
old, you
fall
know.
There, the ref has been.
Oh, Ryan has learned from
It was no, it was, you know, I could always talk to the other kids, obviously, fine, but whenever time I talked to adults, not all the adults took that well. Larry didn't take it real well.
Outside the ring here.
And I think it's about time Ryan started to
Steve
do this.
always did what I
It's about time the
said.
Russians get a taste
I had
of
no
their-
trouble talking with Steve. He was 10 years older than me, but. And Jeff Dinsmore, Ernie Ellis, those guys all were
Now
fine.
setting him up. What's it going to be? He ducks it. He catches himself
Grizzly
on the ropes.
Stevens,
Wow.
no issues. I mean, most of the adults respected me, but Larry was a different element.
And Super D number 1.
Whole different animal with Luscious Larry.
The Super
Well,
D's
Larry thought he was
have
bigger
not
than the company.
best double drop
And
kick.
by the way, you know who the camera operator is, Dave?
Who?
Luscious Larry. Yeah, he's running a camera right here.
Oh,
That's how Larry worked his way into the league. He started out as doing a camera guy for
The
us.
Super D's very popular here.
They are extremely popular young men. And
You hold on.
powering him over? No, he will not get it. He will not get it. And no, both of them on the ground. They're dragging him over.
Rough Ryan.
Ryan making it a little obvious. I'm surprised the referee doesn't disqualify him.
Now, the referee was sober. He might have disqualified him.
And the shoulder comes up, so he's going to try and roll it around.
Remember we have.
Trying to get the crowd psyched up here.
Oh, and he comes in. Remember we have a 20-man battle royal.
And once again, Instagram
Good
viewers,
match between the Barbarians.
you got to
and
come over to
the
youtube.com.
And
Join us on youtube.com.
the
And you can then chat with us and everything else. Yeah, I should put the link up, shouldn't I? You need to come here.
Mr. X's corner.
youtube.com/NWF Wrestling and /live. That'll take you right to our live stream. And then you can talk with us, interact, chat. We bring your comments in. We don't just bring in super chats. We bring in everything.
Yep.
So come and chat with us. But YouTube, the live stream on Instagram, Dave, is going to end in about 15 minutes. So you want to come over here.
Tony right under the chin.
I don't know how these Russians can take it.
So we only can stream for 60 minutes on Instagram. Which is the way it is.
Oh, and now they're going in.
He brings him over to the ropes.
So here comes their finish, guys. One Super D will throw Tough Tony against the ropes, and he'll come out and do a clothesline. Didn't catch him the best, but caught him enough.
Yeah,
Finally.
And the ring the bell.
Oh, we got new lightweight team.
This time it is official. This time it is official. The new lightweight champions
Fans
of
like
the
the.
world.
We don't have the good
are
belts
Super
yet.
Ds.
We're
Let's
still
get the
using that.
announcement.
Steve hasn't made the good lightweight tag belts yet.
Yep.
Well, we got all mayhem breaking loose here.
No, these kids were good for it.
Sheik's jumped in there now.
We have a free for all here.
Rough Ryan's in there.
Is this a battle royal or a match?
Jeez, is this a battle
You wanna
royal or a
get
match?
Kick those belts up.
We got a battle royal coming up at the end of this show. No, not this today, but on this card we had a battle royal.
Come on.
The referee trying to get.
There they are, ladies and gentlemen, as I was saying, for the Sheik and London, the new lightweight tag team champions of the NWF, the Super D.
And
And ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we would like to remind you, back at the concession stand,
Gadget Gizmo says that clothesline looked like what Ricky did to Crusher in Ireland. Yeah, don't pump the kid's head up anymore, Gizmo. Ricky is, you know, he's just loves hearing that kind of stuff. So
Here's the thing, Crusher.
he's bragging and boasting about how he knocked me out last week. Forward.
Why? What is it? It's Dr. Destruction.
You know, here's the thing about Rick
Taylor.
Young, and he knows he's good.
Who's coming in first?
By the way, I don't know if you know, Dave, but Canary Kid made a surprise appearance on Forward last week. He came in place of John McCann because John couldn't make it.
Change it?
Right.
Yeah.
So Ricky showed up on Forward with our guest Wes Danger. It was a great show. Yeah, he made a bit of a cameo last week.
And I'm sure the fans loved it.
That clothesline looked like what Ricky did to Crusher Island. You don't want to know what it'll look like if Crusher ever gets his hands on Ricky in Ireland, Gadget Gizmo. You don't want to know what that happened. I'll say that.
He didn't cue his tape up.
Chris is mad because his music's not keyed. Telling Jason to stall.
We're eagerly awaiting the arrival of Mr. Dr. Destruction.
Chad didn't have his tape queued up right, so his music's not right. And Chris is having to rewind the tape and trying to cue it up.
I'm doing it.
Chris wasn't happy there. Chris Parker.
Well, you know, what happened?
I believe it was the boy from New York City was his music. Here he comes.
sorry about the delay, ladies and gentlemen. The music was not queued up.
Chris is letting us know, huh? He's not happy.
That's one of the things that can go wrong at a live event when you're using cassette tape.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, and coming up here.
You know, I kind of like
we have
this
an interview
comment from
with
Sky
Dr.
Sports Video News.
Destruction.
Crusher, I got your back. That clothesline that Ricky did was just an attempt to injure the referee because he was afraid he was going to lose the match.
Yes.
Now,
Could be. That could be, actually.
Never liked Taylor, and I never will.
That
no,
could be.
the concern he
Now
showed
he's going for
shows that it was not an intentional incident.
I don't want to comment on
I mean, come on, Sky Sports. It's not.
Okay,
Ricky
ladies and
didn't
gentlemen.
intentionally clothesline someone.
And maybe he just pretended to be concerned about me when he dropped down to check on me. You know, it's funny, when Canary dropped down to check on me, he dropped down to his knees.
Yeah.
And my eyes were closed, and I jumped kind of because I was startled because I didn't know what the hell. I didn't know if he's doing his freaking meteor or whatever. I thought he was coming, if he was attacking me or if he's just coming to check on me. So he kind of startled me when he dropped down. Yeah, Sharp Dressed Man was the original music. You can kind of hear the song bleeding through still.
You know, I will say Sharp Dressed Man sounds really good when it's live in concert.
Yeah. Yeah, ZZ Top. Now, who didn't like ZZ Top in the 80s? They had a lot of good songs.
Oh, yeah. And it was a blast last year to hear it all live.
So Steve, yeah, this is like the new image. He's changing from the Stan Hansen kind of style and going to more to a Jimmy Garvin.
Yeah.
Destruction does not have.
Of course, you know, Steve's pretty good worker, pretty good hand in the ring. So this is, and Dr. Chad, this is what I'm saying. This is the same guy that was Rattlesnake Jake. So now you're going to see him out of the mask. And you can see when Chad's with somebody who knows how to work a match, watch the difference compared to what it was with Sergeant Smash. This is going to be a very good comparison now. You'll see the difference here. They actually have a very good match.
No. Pretty boy backs away.
Chad was good.
Weren't these guys also X next to?
They were, actually. Of course, Pretty Boy was Mr. X and Dr. Destruction was Mr. X too.
Okay. Oh, the close.
You know?
Big clothesline and an elbow.
So they know each other
on
fairly well.
The midsection of
Yep.
Pretty Boy Taylor. And Dr. Destruction very proud of himself. Now, I don't understand this. He's going to go over and talk strategy out with his partner, the Ice Dragon, or his sometime partner.
Now you notice the video footage changed a little bit in quality right now. That's because there was a real snowy spot in the video and I had to take a copy of this match from another tape that I happen to have it on to kind of fill in, and then it'll clear up after the snow is gone. It'll go back to what it was.
Now walking around.
This just kind of saved the footage for us by taking it from another tape.
Yeah.
But it wasn't quite as good a quality, so you can see there's a little difference. But it's going to clear up here in just a few minutes, like not even a few seconds, I should say. It'll go back to normal.
Oh,
There we go.
that's that
Yep.
armbar. Oh, roll out. Yes.
Yeah, Steve was a good bumper. Very good bumper.
Ooh, and a knee.
When he wanted to work with you.
Yeah. Yeah, Dave didn't have that luxury, but
Oh my, big. He took that turnbuckle right on the chin. And people.
Steve was a natural as far as bumping. He just naturally could do it.
A lot of fans looking at
Right.
them not think that they hurt. But let me tell you from firsthand experience, they are deadly. Those rope burns on the eyes can make your eyes be watered.
So was
out. The rest of
Chad,
the
for
match,
that
you can't
matter.
see what you're doing.
Oh,
Yeah, I mean, all this stuff he did, Steve, he just sold it real well.
Pretty Boy Taylor is hurting him.
Now, I'm not an advocate of Chris Downs being there in Chad's corner, so I send the other referee out to escort him away from the ring. You'll see that a referee's can come out and say, Ice Dragon, you got to leave.
The eyes still watering.
Because I told Chris you're not to go to and be in Chad's corner. Because we had Chris being with the Fly, his brother, as his tag team. We wanted to push that. Chad's trying to line himself with Dr. Destruction. I didn't want him to do that, and he did it anyway. So I sent the other referee out and escorted him back to the locker room.
the main event.
Don't
Yeah.
don't do what I tell you not to do.
That was a
No.
strap match with Crossen.
And he did it anyway, so I was pissed.
Pretty boy back. Now very experienced. Has been around here for a
Now
year
somebody
and a
brought it
half
to my
now.
attention. I said, you know that Chris went out with him? I said, he's not supposed to be out with
The
him.
national
I
heavyweight
sent
title
the other
for
referee out to go get him.
And he's sworn to take out revenge on anybody he faces.
Now notice how when Steve's kicking, he's kicking with his other foot too, Dave. You see that? Kicks the mat with his
Yeah.
foot while he kicks. He's telling Ricky about this. That's something we always did back in the day. When you kick with the other foot. I notice they don't do that anymore hardly. Like Ricky will just kick and not kick with that other foot.
And
I don't know if that's a new school thing or what.
now he's got Taylor.
It's a version, might be a version of the sleeper
Well,
hold.
there's a lot of stuff they don't do like we
Now
used
he's
to
gonna take
do.
him for a back.
Yeah.
Chicken wing.
No, he can't get him up. He does.
He does.
Yeah, very nice
Back suplex, ladies and gentlemen.
belly to back suplex there by Chad.
Off the ropes. No one home.
This is with a side leg drop.
Kind of a reverse full
And,
Nelson
that looks
suplex,
rather lame.
really.
And now Dr. Destruction pulling up a little lame. Now Taylor gonna go out and work on that leg. Taylor taking him outside the ring.
Take his leg around the ring
Looks like he's
post.
gonna wrap around the ring post.
Yep.
He does. Oh.
He did.
Yep.
And that has
You don't see that very much either, do you, Dave?
Look at that.
Not a lot, at least.
No.
I don't know. A few people out there could see that.
You know, for
all
a
that
few
well,
years
but
it was
he
a big
really
deal if you
hurt that leg.
The ice dragon trying to
use the ring post to put a figure 4 on.
and we've been joined
Yeah.
at ringside by Jason Crossen. Ready? We have not been joined at ringside by Jason Crossen. And
He throws him down. Elbow.
He's
Yeah,
going
see.
to correct himself.
into the midsection.
But notice the difference in the quality of this match compared to the Smash match.
Dr.
Yeah.
Destruction begging for mercy now.
And Taylor will not give you any mercy.
Toe of the boot. Oh, and now Destruction fighting back with a forearm to the midsection.
Flows back and forth.
Now clawing around, he doesn't know where Taylor is, and he grabs him with
Uh-oh.
full Nelson,
The referee.
They do a spinning full Nelson, I believe.
Nice drink.
bringing the ice dragon out of the ring area.
It's a cool move. You don't see that a whole much anymore, but
Pretty boy Taylor.
Nope.
That could do it. Slams him down. Elbow smash.
Smash.
Now we're down for a cover. We have one.
Two.
We have two.
Oh!
Kick though.
he kicked
That is
out.
a major surprise. And I think the kick up may have stunned.
I don't think you people saw it. but the
Sports
ice
Talk
dragon-
says, Crusher, I know Ricky has a photo of you on his dartboard.
Yeah,
You should
it's
send him a
been
poster of
from the
you that he can put above his bed. This will remind him of his place on bottom, like in his match with you.
Chicken wing.
Oh,
Yep, that's where Ricky will be. Canvasback Canary. Yeah, Canvasback Canary. That kind of goes, doesn't it, Dave?
Pretty boy Taylor has a bad back.
Yeah,
so, that's
doesn't have a
strategy
good
on
ring
the part
to it,
of,
to me.
Dr. Destruction.
uh-oh, taking him outside the ring. That looks like, oh! Looks like he wants to work on that one arm.
On a big headbutt into the mat.
You know, the thing is, our fans
it's not padded
back
all that
then
well.
were just
You
as
get
loyal
hit,
as they are now.
Believe me, let me
You
tell
know,
you.
when they knew that we were doing an Armory event,
That is-
Uh-oh.
They
Right
showed.
across the-
Yeah, and they were entertained. Now, you might look at this today and say, gosh, this isn't that good a quality of wrestling. Guys, this wrestling, the perfection in wrestling is kind of a thing that's evolved into today. It wasn't like that back then in the 80s.
right?
It just wasn't.
The bell rung. A surprise
And anybody who says it was is lying.
for Pretty Boy Taylor, that's just a surprise. You never see that.
I mean, yeah, they were probably a little bit better than we were, though. I will say that, but it wasn't like as good as it is today, even back in the old school days. You know,
Well, they were professionally trained.
right?
Hold on, we're gonna make the announcement about
Hey, Chris Barr is going to make an announcement about Chad Randall not making the show. Invader 2.
Yep.
and we're gonna see exactly how we're gonna deal with this next match. Will there be a match between the invaders?
Now, who's the referee for the match?
Oh, that's the other referee we had, and I don't even know his name, Dave. I can't remember his name. I don't know. Friend of somebody wanted to ref with us as well. So that was the second referee we had that night, in addition to Rick Pitts. They'd alternate matches.
The national tag team titles will be on the line, apparently, if the Mr. Nice Guys will accept this new development. If they will
Mr. Nice Guys consisted of Mr. Macho and Mr. Destroyer.
Yep.
And of course, the Invaders, Invader 1, Terry Block, Invader 2, Chad Randall, but Invader 2 is not here, so Mike Bauer of the Rock and Roll Express is going to take his place in this match and do double duty.
How do you feel, guys, after
Interview with
winning
the Super Ds.
the new lightweight tag team
You didn't see this on the DVD.
belts?
Nope.
We had them once and we won them. We had them once and now we won them again. So I don't know. Well, all we really wanted was the belts and the Russians.
How did you feel after that fast count, which later turned out to be a no count?
Well, that don't matter to me, but we just won. That's what matters.
Okay, the Super Ds.
Not the best interview, guys. About as good as Ricky.
Oh, come on. Give Ricky some credit.
I got to get on his case. He got on my. You don't understand, Dave. I got butchered by him on Last Forward. He was really getting on my case.
Well, you know, I mean,
Our challenger led into the ring by the Rough Russians. We have from Tehran, Iran, the Iranian Sheik.
So this is the second Iranian Sheik. Now it's not the original Iranian Sheik from that first Armory card. This is a new guy playing him now.
yeah.
And Rough Ryan, brother of Matt
Okay, the bell's been rung.
Kelsey's younger brother.
The match is underway.
Yeah.
And the
Right,
Rough
Ryan
Russians
Kelsey.
are in the corner of Rough Ryan of the Sheik. And he throws the Sheik into the ropes. Rough Ryan hits him with a clothesline right across the chest.
Yeah,
Been
Damien.
joined at ringside by CJ
The Super Ds were from Minnesota, so I don't know why their accents sounded southern. We always said they were from Madison, Wisconsin. They were from right in Minnesota, right from Ramsey there.
Advantage later on in this match.
They weren't from Wisconsin. That was kayfabe.
3 against 1 here. But Rough
Well,
Ryan.
just like I'm supposedly from Mudlick, Kentucky.
He's taking control
Yeah.
of this match right away.
And you're
This
from
is
Beverly
the
Hills,
heavyweight championship of the
California.
world. And,
Speaking of accents, you guys notice how when Ricky tries to do my accent, he's horrible. He's doing some kind of southern hick.
leg smash.
You know, if you're going to do Crusher's accent, at least make it sound like I'm from the north. And there's like, yeah, I can count to 1, 2, 3. That's not how we talk in the north. Ricky, do your homework. Do your homework.
Slow counting.
Warren Wayne McCarty. Warren. Why am I saying Warren? The Warren from Minnesota. Wayne McCarty. All the kids were from Minnesota. Yeah, pretty much, except a few. Superfly Rich and his brother, Mr. Front Wonderful Walker, were actually from Missouri. They just moved to Minnesota, so they had the Missouri accents.
Yep.
Peter was originally from Vietnam, Tokyo Terror, but he was in the Anoka area.
No.
Yep.
Trying to think if there's anybody else outside the Ice Dragon and the Fly had just moved up from Indiana, and they really were. Chris Downs really was from Chicago, Illinois originally, and Jay was born in Indiana. That was all true stuff there.
Right on to that.
But for the most part, Wayne is right.
Yep.
Referee only counted twice, and he's the one that counts.
All the kids from the NWF primarily were Anoka, Ramsey, Coon Rapids, and Fernando.
In that area, I mean, Chad Rancourt come up from Brooklyn Center. Leslie Johnson, the Mystery Man, was from Minneapolis.
Yeah.
He was manager of the Super League. And earlier tonight, we saw the Rough
Yeah.
Russians lose their championships to the Super League.
And you saw Rough Ryan hitting the Rough Russians.
I wonder how you got
in
mixed
that
up
match,
with
too.
Gary.
Here comes another referee.
What's that?
I wonder how he got mixed up with Gary.
Gary Parr?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I think they were friends in school. Gary Parr and John Hoffman. Pretty sure. That's how that became. Leslie is their cousin. That's how they know each other.
Oh,
Yeah, John Hoffman and Leslie Johnson are cousins.
All right. Maybe looking for the Russians. Ooh.
Boy, and a kick to the distance.
Here's a question. Sports Video says, you probably have said it many times before. Whatever happened to the Super Ds? The Supper Ds? The Supper Ds or the Super Ds?
Done and over 6 times.
They went on to become professional soccer players, as I said.
Flying
Very good.
Mayor of Honor for
and a kick out again on a count of 2.
Milwaukee Wave.
Count of 2.
Yeah, they
Signal
played
by the
indoor,
referee.
outdoor soccer, indoor soccer. They did it all, and they were good. Very good.
They said the
Did it for about
referee here
15
to
some
watch
year
the
plus years.
Russians.
And now they're just, you know,
By, rough-
doing whatever now. I think they coach some of soccer and stuff in their communities, and I'm not sure exactly what they're up to now. They got, you know, because they're too old to play anymore, so now they're just getting other jobs in life that they, you know, when you're in soccer, when they're professional soccer players, you think it's not like they made a lot of money.
And
There's
now
a lot of money in
Ryan.
soccer, not like the NFL.
Ooh,
So,
DDT.
you know, it was more for the love of it that they did it, and then they could make somewhat of a living at the time. But so now they got to do like normal jobs now. But love to get those two on again. I'd like to get Todd and Troy together. It'd be great to have them come on.
exactly.
No, not take.
Yeah.
I keep getting
You know,
into my head. Haha.
As
This
I've
is a
said before,
lightweight champions.
all NWF
title there.
alumni, you are
Rough
welcome
Ryan
to
giving
join us. Just get a hold of Crusher or
the Iranian
myself.
Sheik
We're
there
not
some
hard to
type
find. We're
of-
both on
some type of.
Facebook. We're both on
Oh,
Instagram.
what's he doing? Oh, tried the clothesline.
Yep,
Oh,
absolutely.
Rough Ryan ends
You
up
know.
getting the better part of his blow. 1, 2 count.
And we'll try and
2
schedule it
count and a kick out
so
by Rough Ryan.
when you come on,
Rough Ryan
You
out
got
of
some more
the
matches
ring
on?
area here.
on air.
Yep.
Rough Ryan getting back in below the rope. Rough
I
Ryan
mean, Ace
weighing
has
in
always
at
had fun when
approximately
he's been
90
here.
pounds.
Chelsea's had fun.
And we have the Iranian Sheik. Oh,
Amy's
what's
had
this?
fun.
1 count. 1 count, ref. That was a 1 count.
Yep.
Rough Ryan there.
You know, I even think Steve enjoyed himself.
Yeah.
The Iranian Sheik
Yeah,
from
when he came
Tehran,
on, he did.
Iran. Oh, clothesline to the midsection. Very unpopular move.
I noticed that the Rough Russians are in the corner of the Iranian Sheik, and I see the
Takes him
Super Ds in the
again.
corner
Oh,
of Rough
midsection
Ryan.
Clothesline again.
Yep.
2 count, and he flips out.
This is for the
Flips out of
lightweight
that one.
championship, by the way. Rough Ryan's the current lightweight champion right now.
Oh.
That's the belt. The lightweight championship is that belt second from the bottom back there.
I was just saying, Crusher's got it probably displayed on his wall.
Yeah.
Technical difficulties. Please stand by.
And I believe it is that
Hey,
belt
ladies and
that Ryan
gentlemen, we're
has
back
right
there. We
now
had
at
some
ringside.
audio
You know, at
difficulties.
ring with. I mean, that's when he
We're
brought
back
into the
here
ring and
with the
everything.
Anoka Armory. Okay. We have there, and you see the Rough Russians.
Nice drop kick by Ryan.
Rough Russians at ringside. 1
And you can
count.
be rest assured that I taught
can't see
Ryan
that
that
on
drop
camera
kick
right
because
now, but the Rough
Ryan's
Russians-
fresh out of the Fred Moore training days. I went over the drop kick with everybody
On the
back
apron,
then.
The referee has his back turned.
Somebody asked that question
the
last
action there?
show. They said, "Did you hog the
What are
drop
they
kick for
doing?
yourself?" Oh hell no!
Oh,
I wanted
referee,
everybody to
come
be
on,
viable.
You could have missed some bad stuff.
The more they knew, the better our show looked.
Excuse me. Okay, what do we see there? Look at this! Look at this! Look at this! The Super D's coming in. Ladies and gentlemen, we may have 2 matches in 1. You have the
Super
Super
D's
D's and you have
coming
the
in.
Rough Russians. As you saw,
Something's
earlier,
gonna
the
happen
Super
here,
D's, the
Dave.
New lightweight tag team.
Oh, there's a
referee goes down.
There goes the ref. the lightweight knocked the ref down.
The referee is down and out in Beverly Hills.
We're gonna have shenanigans
What's he
happening
doing?
because the ref's down, guys.
Rough
Let's
Ryan's
watch for it
back
here.
up after, oh, wow. What is this, ladies and gentlemen?
Oh, Rough
no,
Russians
Rough
jumping in.
Ryan,
The referee's
oh,
down. There comes the Super D's. All hell's breaking loose. Referee is
Oh,
flat out on his
the ref is
stomach
down.
over
Nope,
there.
the ref is up now.
He's starting to come up, I guess.
Ooh,
Double drop kick.
come
Up.
on, ref.
Yeah, so this is how it goes, guys.
Ring the bell. We'll wait on get official decision.
You don't have shenanigans back in these days. If stuff like this goes on, the referee will just throw the match out.
Yep.
Wait a minute. I don't understand. The
See
referee
what
seems
the
to
referee
be.
ruling here.
The Super D's arguing with the referee. Super D's arguing with the referee. I still don't know what's going on. The Russian or the referee now going over the Russians. And the Sheik? Referee, what's the decision? The referee says the Sheik is the winner.
Sheik won, huh?
Official decision, your new lightweight champion, the Iranian Sheik.
Oh my gosh, I cannot believe
God, I don't remember that happening, but I guess he did take it.
Now, how can a title change hands on disqualification?
I think that's why it didn't hold. That's why I don't remember this. I don't think we let that count.
There you saw it.
I think Jason was incorrect when he announced it that way.
Right.
Yeah. The Sheik won, I think, but on disqualification.
If I could right now, I'd like to introduce the first tag team in this National Tag Team Championship bout.
I think this will be the last match, you guys,
To discuss with them first.
for the part one. Then we're going to watch the
Challenger
second
for
half
the
of the
National
show
Tag
in
Team
2 weeks.
title, Mr. Nice Guy.
Yep.
So this is going to be the Invaders against the Mr. Nice Guys. And then we're going to end part one of this show. You know, this Armory card, Dave, was never aired over cable television.
Well, at the time, I'm sure you didn't want to air it because of the attendance factor.
Yeah, that's, you know, it was a disappointment to me seeing all these empty chairs. And it's like, man, we just sold the place out almost, and now we had this. And I'm like, yeah, I didn't really want it showing. We were very prideful back in those days. So to have a show like this with only 50 people showing up,
You know, as we've said before, Eddie would kill for 50.
yeah, I mean, this was still more than what Eddie would draw at the time.
Out of Chicago, Illinois, and is not able to be here this evening.
It just looks weird because it's a big Armory and there's a lot of empty chairs. You know, even though we have 50 people, it doesn't feel like it, you know.
Has said that it will stand, the belts would be on the line, Invader 1 and Mike Bauer against the two of you, if you're willing to accept it. Are you willing to accept this new development? Yes, we are. No further comment. The Mr. Nice Guy is willing to accept it.
Now I'm doing
This-
talking for the
Taking
team.
the place of Invader
Yeah,
number
Mr.
2,
Destroyer and Mr. Macho.
Tag Team Champions, and the
Good team.
championship is on the line. Invaders, featuring Mike Bauer.
Wayne is kind of reiterating. I've been to many indie wrestling events with 50 or less fans. Yeah, it's just it's really common, to be honest with you. But it was just for me because we had 300 plus, and it's like I wanted that same crowd again. So it was like, and for this to happen, I was like, what the hell went wrong? Well, we know what went wrong. A lot of factors as to why this happened, and we
Right.
learned that shortly
No,
after this show.
I was just thinking about this. Do we actually have the footage of Mr. Nice Guy splitting up?
You know, we don't. I don't even know where it
Ladies and
happened
gentlemen,
exactly.
spectacular
Like, I
night
don't
here
know
at the
where it
Anoka
happened.
Armory. The
If they
correct
just kind of
date
went
here
their
we
separate
have
ways, or if they actually split up, I don't
July
know.
26th. Currently 78 degrees
Um,
outside. Beautiful night here. And
let's
for
see.
wrestling.
Sky Sports Video says, Crusher, did you show these Armory matches on cable TV back then?
Ladies
No,
and
not.
gentlemen here.
We would take a match here and there and show it, but not the whole show in one thing. Like we used to. All the other Armory shows got aired like as complete shows eventually. Not this
Right.
one though.
Hey, tell USA that.
And then Wayne says, you didn't book Luscious Larry. Well, we didn't book Luscious Larry on the first Armory card either. We had 300 plus.
Right.
We didn't book Luscious Larry at the last Armory show we did, and we went up against the NWA,
Oh, you see
Jim
there.
Crockett, and still had 70 plus. So it wasn't just Larry, although he was an attraction. But it's because I promoted him properly is why it worked. And look what happened when Luscious Larry tried booking himself in some bar card in Ramsey, Minnesota, 10 people showed up.
Yep.
I mean,
Mr. Mike.
Larry didn't know how to promote.
If I remember the story correctly, Steve showed up on our show
ladies and
asking to work.
gentlemen, you look at these.
Exactly working for the
Oh,
crowd.
Right, he came and
they're
worked.
tagged up
Steve
with
worked both shows.
Invader
That's how we
number
knew
2.
how many people were at Larry's because
ladies and
Steve told
gentlemen,
us.
you must admit these
Yep.
wrestlers must go through some sort of pain.
I'm not trying to brag when I say all this. I'm just saying Larry was a great attraction, but he didn't know how to promote himself or a show, and he failed miserably when he tried.
Yep.
Larry, if he just would have listened and kept taking my direction, we could have done a bunch of sellouts at the Armory.
And coming in here, we have taking over for commentary. We have
Roid Rage
CG,
took over, and
CJ,
Yeah, he had roid rage,
CJ
that's for sure.
regular.
Anger management issues, I
Take it away,
remember it
CJ.
all.
Okay.
You know, people that are on steroids get the anger issues.
The belts have not been
I can't remember
furnished.
who did Larry wrestle at
this
Brooklyn
match.
Park.
The Warrior was Ernie Ellis's brother that was built like a rock.
The Invaders.
I don't know if Wayne knows that. Dirty Ernie had a younger brother.
Those are not the
Called himself the
ropes.
Warrior. He went against Luscious Larry in Brooklyn Park, and he was built like Luscious Larry. He was a big guy just like Luscious Larry. You wouldn't even think him and Dirty Ernie are related.
Oh, that quickly stopped.
They are. And that's how Ernie got involved, everybody, because he seen his younger brother doing it, and he wanted to get involved.
Oh, back body drop.
And that's what started Dirty Ernie. What's that?
It's a 1 count.
Ernie was on the Brooklyn Park card.
No, he wasn't. He was there. Was not on the show.
Miss-
Oh, okay.
This
He was in
invader,
the
they got
audience.
The belts.
He was there to see his brother.
1 count.
Yeah.
Get a 1 count on him. Another one.
And the Warrior is a funny dude. Like, he
But now.
realized he could get hurt, and there was no insurance, so he didn't want to keep wrestling. He was afraid he was going to get hurt. It's kind of a weird deal.
Takes up to his partner.
Um,
Kelsey in the corner.
Wayne says he's just kidding about Larry.
Elbow
But no,
drop.
you're absolutely right, though, Wayne, in that Luscious Larry was an attraction. You know, and
Oh, a suplex.
that's how I booked him for October. I created this bigger-than-life image of Luscious Larry, as you know, Wayne, as you remember.
And, it's
And
gonna
that's what really
support.
caused, it created an attraction, you know?
So you've got Sam takes off
Yep.
to his partner. 2 new fresh guys.
Yeah.
But the other invader.
Let's see, Damien says, Crusher, did you ever have any professional wrestlers reach out to you or your
Oh, the
company?
shoulder block.
Are you talking about back then or after? Because yes, in both cases.
Run him.
Um,
And it's got a.
obviously, the Iron Duke, Jim Mitchell, showed up at our very first Armory card.
Yep.
Just poking
I was
around.
probably impressed by our crowd.
Yeah, just out of curiosity.
Mr. Nice Guy.
And then as far as afterwards, Marty Jannetty
1 count.
reached out to me at one point, wanted to start
Mr.
something.
Nice Guy.
Actually, he wanted to start a kids thing. He thought it was cool what we did.
No, he just stays there. No
Um,
one there.
I kind of distanced myself from Marty after all the weirdness came out with him.
Oh, and an elbow.
Right.
Right on that other
I just
elbow.
didn't want to,
He's hurt now.
so I kind of distanced myself. I didn't really keep pursuing that.
And you know what's this gonna be? Oh, a back break.
Um,
Oh,
or Wayne says, I didn't know Ernie had a brother in wrestling. Yeah, first, actually, before Ernie ever got involved. It was his brother being involved that got Ernie interested to do it. And
And then Ernie got Sam involved, and
the reason his younger brother was lifting weights and everything and working at the gym with Larry. So Larry knew him from the gym. Got him to agree to do this.
down on him.
That's how it all happened. So if you ever see the Brooklyn Park show when we do it, we do the watch
There's
line.
him off the ropes.
He went by the Warrior.
A drop
He
kick.
goes against Luscious Larry. That was
Oh, he
Ernie's
is
younger
down
brother,
in the
Dirty
mat.
Ernie's younger brother. Half brother. I think it was a half brother, actually,
Blocks
if I
him,
remember correctly.
knocks him down.
But a brother nonetheless.
Oh, and out goes the invader.
He had that really good look. It was a perfect, it was a great thing. These two big muscular guys going head to head was great. But didn't want to keep doing it because I felt he was going to get hurt. Said it kind of, head wasn't into it. Ernie, on the other hand, he was all, once he seen this happen, he was all in, man. He wanted to be a part of this.
like, I think
Ernie-
Ernie
And what's this now?
once in
Throws
a
him
while.
off the ropes.
Oh yeah, Ernie never looked back. He just kept
Oh,
doing
the
it.
Clothesline.
Running an indie fed for decades.
1 count.
Yep.
It's a 1 count. Mr. Nice Guy.
You know, smaller shows all around the state of Minnesota, South Dakota.
Yep. That's where I ran into Ernie, is when I lived out in South Dakota.
Yeah. Probably North Dakota, I imagine, too.
And now, he's got the other invader. Throws him into the ropes. A back body drop.
You got
He
Macho
is
in the
hurt.
ring.
Yeah, Mr. Macho.
He
Versus
doesn't know
Terry.
where he is.
Yeah, it's Terry Block.
And now it's oh, lift him up.
Terry always took a
First
beating in
atomic
matches because he
drop.
was such a small guy and people
Oh, still
loved
hurt.
suplexing him, slamming him, and
Takes him into the
Terry did it all. He took all that stuff.
Mr. Nice Guy getting on top of the drop.
And Terry, you know, he loved it though. He took a beating and he loved every minute of it.
Oh yeah, as we all do.
Drop.
Terry Black had a really good drop kick too.
Oh,
He's one of the better
this
ones.
has been a seesaw battle.
Oh, see that nice back super kick that Terry did there? God, was he good. He was getting picked up and he did a back super kick. Talented young kid he was. Yeah, Wayne, that's CJ Pregler and commentating.
Took an over on
CJ always came to the big shows and commentate for us on the big shows. Armory cards and stuff.
Oh, and a double
Lived in Richfield at the
clothesline.
time.
Yep.
One count.
And CJ probably about 12 years old here.
The smoke has finally cleared.
Crusher.
Takes out his partner.
Was that the house that we went to?
Throws him off the ropes.
Yeah,
Oh,
that was where he grew up.
elbow.
Yep,
Can at least
in
stand
Richfield there.
Mr. Nice Guy came in there. Uh-oh. Trying for suplex. Oh,
Suplex.
and he does. That hurt him.
Yeah, you know, it's not crisp. It's old school, rough around the edges, and
But his
we're
partner
not
doesn't
polished
wanna
yet.
come in.
Remember, we just got this wrestling ring. We're still getting used
Now
to
he
it.
comes in.
But you can see, though, it's getting better.
Forearm.
You know, the
Oh,
wrestling
and then he does
progressively
stomach.
gets better over time.
Well, you know, once you guys realized that this
Oh,
ring didn't
and,
hurt like Fred Moore did
Head
Mom.
cracker.
Yeah, I mean, it actually it had some give.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. This match has just been controversial. Oh!
Rick
He
Pitt's not
takes
taking any
him.
shit here. He just threw Mr. Destroyer right out of the ring.
Oh, shit.
Yes, you're doing a fine job, CJ.
And now... Oh! Couple
Still have
forearms.
half in the bag, I'm sure.
Yeah,
Hurts, Mr. Nice
that's
Guy.
for sure.
Takes out. Take off.
We only got a few minutes left here, and this match will be ending.
It is!
Then we'll be done with part 1, and we'll be looking forward to part 2 coming up after this.
Yep. That's the reason
2
I
weeks.
never, you know, what's being released on Vimeo coming up
Could not
next.
get the
Well, I didn't show it because it's this.
Right. That's why I didn't say anything.
When we do next week, or 2 weeks from now, when we do that show, I will show a preview of what's coming up on the network then, of course, for the next one.
Because it'll be coming out the next day after we do our show.
So they're coming out the next day, yep. We'll be kind of caught up on that.
Oh, he missed him.
Well, he missed him, it looked like.
But he ran into
Might have caught him a little bit.
two freshmen again. No one.
Oh, he missed the drop kick.
Not a very smart move. Uh-oh.
Gizmo says, Crusher, how hard was it to keep all these young adolescent boys in check at practice and at
Brings
shows?
him into his
Difficult.
corner. Oh,
Because,
knee,
as you
right
know,
on the knee.
at that age, everybody's got piss and
Back with
vinegar.
his knee.
And they can't
yeah.
sit still.
Oh, what a
The
move.
lightweights were the worst. Super D's,
Some sort of
chasing
leg
everybody
lock
all
here.
around, chasing each other,
But
you know,
in
playing
comes
grab ass,
his
whatever you want to
partner
call it.
To save the day.
Yeah, they were the hardest, the lightweights. And then other kids, I mean, just we're all kids,
Oh,
you know.
kick him.
The hardest thing at these Armory shows is keeping them in the locker room.
Let me tell you,
You know, they wouldn't stay in. They wanted to keep looking out the door, looking at the audience, looking at the crowd. And I'm like, guys, stay away from the door. We got a monitor. You can watch the monitor if you want to see what's going on out there.
Coming up to the press table.
But yeah, that was the biggest thing, is keeping them inside the locker room and not peeking out the door.
What do you have to say
Where
about
Jason
Rattlesnake
slide into
Jake?
Rattlesnake Jake mode there.
Well, personally,
Yeah,
I think
he did.
Rattlesnake Jake is a big loser.
Back body
He's a
drop.
loser.
No, at the Fred Moore tapings and stuff, a little bit easier. I mean, we're just all there. You know,
It's not a very
with
good
these big
wrestler, he's
shows, there was
a
just a lot of
maniac.
excitement, and as
Again, we go
the
back to Mr.
adrenaline with
CJ
everybody was
Pregler,
much
our
higher.
pro commentary
So
announcer.
ants in your pants,
Oh, what
yeah,
a move.
everybody had that.
He just took him right into that turnbuckle. Now they're tag teaming on him. Oh, outside the ring. Throws him back in.
People listen to me pretty much, though. I mean, if I told somebody to, you know,
Mr.
can't think of it too many times of anybody arguing with me over anything.
Triple Nelson.
Well,
Asking for
aside from like
admission.
Chris Downs,
Oh, hit
Well,
him
Chris
right
Downs would
in
try to
the
challenge me. I mean,
He's got 5
there was
seconds
times
to
when
get
we'd
out
do
of
little
there.
shoot fights with each other because he'd try to challenge me and I'd have to
Referee,
pin
get
his
in
ass
there.
down. And I've done that a couple times with Chris.
They do not want him to take off his
Just because he's
trigger.
trying to get in my face.
Uh-oh.
But it was
Ready?
friendly grapple, and it wasn't like I
No
was trying to
blood.
hurt him.
right?
Oh, and it's his
Ooh, that looked rough.
Yeah, it did. Terry trying to pin him.
Now it's pendulum.
Now there's another pin. This match is getting out of
They're
control.
going at it. There we go. We had lost our audio for a second there. But we have got
Looks
it
like
back.
Kelsey at ringside for the
Sorry.
Invaders.
And now
He'd have been their manager at the time.
confusion all
Remember,
over
Kelsey
this
went in as a
place.
manager in the Hall of Fame.
Takeoff.
Yep.
Two big men in there.
Well, Kelsey just loved being out by the ring.
Yeah, he did. Kelsey loved the
We're in a long
attention.
match here.
Oh yeah.
Tries for it again.
Oh, that was rough.
suplex.
That was rough.
Takes off.
Do another double suplex. Lots of double suplexes.
Terry loves doing it.
1 minute in this match.
Ah, I got the 3 count. Invaders win it. Or well, Invader won a Mike Bauer.
Yep.
Popular guys.
Invaders keep their title.
Get the crowd cheering them.
They would go on and lose them in October.
To who?
Yeah, I wonder who.
Pretty Boy?
Well, you know the guy was. Yeah.
Steve, you got to get yourself a headset because it's hard to hear you. Did everybody else have a hard time hearing Dave? Tell me in comments if you can hear Dave talking. It always sounds like he's got a mouthful of shit to me. I don't know if it's just me or if that's just Dave.
You know, I learned from you, so.
All right.
You know, I learned the art of bullshit from Crusher, so.
And now we can hear you good, but whenever we're playing videos, it's like, can never make out what you're saying. Like a mouthful of shit. like Ricky does. Yep. Yeah, it was a good show. I want to remind everybody again, quick, Dave, too. Check out our new NWFshop.com for all your t-shirts, DVDs, books, whatever the case may be, but especially the t-shirts. And remember, any t-shirt sales for Canary Kid or John or any of those guys, those sales go to them guys to help support their wrestling careers. So
Right.
it's always good to know that. I don't take any of the profits on their shirts, so help support those guys. You know, when I'm talking about Canary Kid, of course, I'm on the kid's ass right now because he was a smart ass with me last week. But Ricky Henry, I think the world of him. I think he's a great kid, and I think he's probably going to be an adult here fairly quick, and I think he's got a good future going for him. So help support him.
Yeah, when does he turn 18?
October.
Oh, what day?
Yeah,
after?
it's coming up. Now let me see. You want to know the day? I can tell you. Let's see here. He is turning in October 27th.
Okay.
So
Another birthday I got to add to my list in October.
yeah, October 27th. He'll be an adult finally. So that's what I'm saying, Dave. His protection of being a minor, it ends on October 27th.
Yep.
So that means Crusher Crossen can kick his ass and get away with it. So
Or, you know,
there's that.
he's got to be careful, though. You know, even in Ireland, I think they have laws about abusing senior citizens.
Oh, God. Dave, do you see anything in these eyes that make it look like I'm worried about getting abused as a senior citizen? Anything?
No, you a set of old eyes.
No, I am not concerned about getting abused as a senior citizen. That's the last thing he needs to be worried about. He needs to be worried about being able to handle Crusher Crossen or anybody else for that matter. He's got the title. Everybody's gonna be coming after him, Dave. You know that.
Oh yeah. He's gone from being the hunter to the hunted.
Yep. So he's gonna have to really watch his rear end. See, I got a comment here. Sports Talk says it is just when Dave sits back in his chair that it is hard to hear him. Yeah, so when you're like back here, it's almost like the Charlie Brown. You never can hear what the adults are saying. That's you, Dave. I'm telling you, that's how it is.
Probably just Crusher trying to censor me.
But yeah, it was a good show. And now July 26th will be the anniversary of this show, and then in 2 weeks we're going to have the second half of this. July 31st, we're going to watch the second half of this show.
Right.
And then the matches are going to be the Rock and Roll Express against Ice Dragon and the Fly. Be that match. Right. There'll be the Crusher Crossen against Mr. X, of course.
Right.
And then there'll be the Barbarians against the Dream Team. And then the Battle Royal that didn't all get recorded because we actually ran out of tape. The event went so long we didn't have enough VHS tape to get it all captured. So we have the beginning of the Battle Royal, and then it doesn't get not of it all. But I believe the winner of that Battle Royal was Mr. Macho, I think. Right. Don't have it on video though. So not giving anything away that they won't see. You know, Dave doesn't like when I give finishes away ahead of time.
Well, you know, kills kayfabe.
So yeah. But yeah, it was a fun show, you guys, and thanks for tuning in. And I'm looking forward to the next one we do because obviously I'm on there with Mr. X. And Dave, I know you have your issues with Steve for a number of reasons. But, you know, for me, it's difficult just because I had so many good matches with them. And this one coming up was one of my best matches. Not in a technical standpoint, like we both got better in time. But because for that night, for that show that we just watched, me and Steve were not in a good mood because we were trying to scratch in our heads trying to figure out why we only had 50 people.
Right.
And I was not in a good mood because of that attendance. And so I wasn't in the best frame of mind. Neither was Steve, but we went out and gave them everything we had. For 50 people, for us, which is a low crowd, we went out and gave them everything in that Broadway. We did everything we had. We did,
which is what a wrestler should do if they're going out in front of 5 people or 500.
Exactly. And you know, I didn't care, and we just gave them everything, and it was a good match for me that in that respect, that we really we overcame the fact that it wasn't a good night for us. We weren't in good moods, but we still worked a hell of a good match, and that we did. Put some highlights on YouTube, Dave. I don't know if you've seen it, some slow-mo highlights of the match.
No.
Yeah, I put it on the YouTube channel.
For you, Crusher.
Yep.
Non-related to Armories or anything. What do you got coming up with Keaton?
Yeah, so on our shows coming up, I got a couple of them. I actually don't have the Keaton thumbnails. He didn't provide me one, so I don't know what we got coming up with Keaton. We have somebody coming up on Sunday, though. I know that.
Right.
Unless they send me the actual thumbnail, it's like I don't have it. I'm sure I'll have it in time for Forward, but I can talk about what's coming up on the next Forward, which is a week from tomorrow.
Right.
Let me get rid of this comment. Otherwise, it's in the way.
You and John McCann for the final time.
Yeah, we got coming up the return of the Irish Grappler. Look at the shirt. Look at the shirt he's got on. The Irish Grappler, John McCann. Well, I wonder where he got that shirt. I wonder. It's a sharp-looking shirt, don't you think?
Oh, yeah.
We'll have to ask John where that shirt came from, but that's a hell of a good-looking T-shirt he's wearing, I gotta say. So, yeah, John McCann coming up.
Hey, Crusher, is it possible? I'm going way out on a limb here. Is it possible maybe he got that shirt at NWFshop.com?
I don't know, but if you go to NWFshop.com, which Dave just mentioned, maybe you can find out. Maybe it's there. Because yeah, it's a really sharp looking shirt. Although our fans here weren't real fans of John McCann. They thought he was just an angry guy. But let me tell you something. John McCann, though, the guy outside his character, is one hell of a good guy, guys.
Yeah.
If you support him by buying that shirt, he'll appreciate it. He's so talented. So talented. And I'm out of character right now when I say that. He's really a talented young guy and got a big, huge future. And I really think, I hope that I wish the best for him as he goes into this. He's all in, folks. He's all in for professional wrestling. Everybody's booking him now on that island. He goes over to England and stuff, everything. He's doing it all.
John's all in, Ricky's all in.
Yep. So that's what's coming up next week on Forward. And then the next Rewind, as we talked about, with me and Dave, and that's going to be July 31st. Part 2 of what we watched tonight. The second half. And of course, that's me slamming Mr. X, an actual picture that was taken.
Yeah.
What a match. What a match.
We'll see it in all of its entirety.
Yep. And well, for the most part, the match itself, the tape, Larry accidentally stopped recording for a good segment of it. So there's a good chunk of the match not on video. You'll see when there's parts missing. But we'll see most of it. And then I wanted to show this too, I guess, since we talked about NWFshot.com. You can get this great t-shirt of our new NWF World Champ, Dave.
Yeah.
Heart and Soul, Canary Kid. You can get that shirt on NWFshop.com. Supports Ricky Henry in his career.
Yeah.
And guys, he is a smart ass to me, right? Canary Kid is. But remember, it's the character talking. Remember that, guys. He's a good kid. All right? Don't get too confused with this character. And also, there's this version of the shirt, too. That amazing dropkick that I did teach. Now, Canary Kid claims that he didn't watch any of my footage, which is bullshit. Look, Canary Kid and I watched together on Forward my dropkicks several times. Of course, he studied my dropkicks, and that's foolish of him to, that Canary Kid says that just because he doesn't want to admit it. Ricky Henry knows where he got the dropkick from. As far as
He
making
may
it
have
look
gotten
good.
the dropkick from you, but he perfected it himself.
By watching mine. And that is a fact. And I will take full credit for that.
You can also get the wonderful shirt that Crusher Crossen's wearing.
Yep, this one.
There's also the original NWF Rewind shirt.
Actually, I took that one out of the circulation now. It's the new version now for Rewind.
Okay.
Yeah. Because that one doesn't make any sense anymore. It says every Thursday.
Well, at the time we were going every Thursday, so.
Yep. We were at one time before Forward, and yep. But yeah, it's been a great.
You can also get the NWF Hall of Fame shirts.
Yep. Yep, the Hall of Fame shirts and the Superstar Spectacular 86. I got to eventually do the rest of the Armory card shirts. I haven't done the rest of them. I got to do those too. But all yet to come. But yeah, so it's been a great show tonight, guys. And I know Dave's got an early morning tomorrow. And
I got a busy week coming up here.
Yeah. And but thanks to everybody for chatting along. It's been great having you come in. I hope you didn't mind the advertisements that popped in. We're monetizing this live streams now in a different way. Was that, guys, tell me in comments, was that annoying or was it still okay for you guys? I'm just curious on how the live stream went. As far as any ads that came in. I don't know. As a viewer, I don't know how that was. So I'm just kind of curious from our regulars. Kind of curious what they say to that.
Right.
Wade says it was annoying. Like, was it disturbing or distracting, or you still could see what was going on though, right, Wayne? I mean, I just want to see if that helps us a little bit with any of our ad revenue, you know. But Wayne says you can skip it almost right away. So yeah, they say you can click out of it after 5 seconds, Gizmo says. So all right, well that's good to know. Yeah, I'm just kind of curious.
Yeah, sorry, Crusher and I don't see the ads, so.
Wayne says the ad pops up and the live stream stops. I don't know if that's how it's supposed to work. I thought it's supposed to just come up on the side and the live stream keeps going, but I don't know, I could be wrong.
They're probably a few seconds behind us because of the ads.
Yeah, maybe. Well, they're not now. I mean, they're answering. I mean, I asked and they answer right away. So
Right.
But yeah, Dixie Dave wasn't on the show that we're watching today, and the one we're gonna watch in 2 weeks because he was in Florida, and he would make his return in the next show after this in October.
Yep.
So I can't wait to redo that Armory card to Project Starlight.
Oh yeah.
Make that look a lot better. It's so much work, you guys, Project Starlight. Like, and the computer's just hot as hell right now. I got my computer over here. It's constantly cranking away at restoration work. So it's like it heats up like an oven and it goes all week. It goes forever to make these restorations on what we've seen tonight. You know, you can tell that's a lot better than it used to be. You know, there's no more weird looking faces and all that kind of stuff. But
you know, Crusher's going to need this ad revenue to make up for having to buy a new computer.
I know, because I had to invest in a special graphics card, otherwise it would have taken even longer. And that graphics card, you didn't want to know how much that cost. Good Lord.
Yeah.
Didn't think graphics cards could be that expensive. But yeah, we've been shooting away here for a while. I think we're at the end of our rope, and we're gonna call it. We're gonna bid you farewell.
Time to tap out.
And we're gonna tap it out, and just like Ricky's gonna tap out when I make him submit when I return to Ireland.
I wouldn't count on that.
Dave, you're supposed to support the NWF. What the hell's going on here?
I'm supporting the NWF World Heavyweight Champion.
Ladies and gentlemen, Dixie Dave.
You can't argue with that logic. I am supporting the current reigning, defending NWF World Heavyweight Champion.
Is he? Or is he sitting on that NWF belt in Canada?
Oh, I'm sure while he's touring Canada, he's defending.
Yes, he's sitting on that belt is what he's doing. All right, folks. We'll bid you farewell, and we will see you the next time we are live. So long, everybody.
Adios.